Today topic is HTML5 features. In this video we will talk about all the features of HTML5. So let's start the video. So HTML5 is not a new thing. We have been using several features of it since the initial release. So the HTML5, the latest version of hypertext markup language, has brought in paradigm shift to web design and development history. It has introduced many new features that allow us to make website more interactive and engaging. Few webmasters are still in two minds for switching over to this new technology, but it offers you a number of advantages over a previous version. So here in this video, I first discuss about the advantages of HTML5. So there's a first is a doc type. So did the codes and tags in the previous version gives us much hassle. So don't worry, it's plain and simple. Doc type, as we write in a doc type HTML. So in the new version, we don't need to copy and paste the long and unreadable code as we have been using all the time. Apart from being simple, it also works with the legacy version of major browser including IE6. Second is improved accessibility. So one of the advantages of HTML5 is that it has improved the accessibility of website. The HTML5 screen reader can easily access content and understand various tags, because in the HTML5 there are various tags which is easy to understand by the browser, such as header, footer, navigation, that is nav, section, aside, and without the glitch. This is not only improves the display but also eases the process of coding. And the third is cleaner code. So keep the code clean. The HTML5 keep the code clean. This is what every coding tutorial will tell you, that now you can keep the codes clean with HTML5. This has been one of the major improvement in the new version of markup language, as it also allows you to write descriptive and semantic code clearly. You also be able to separate style from the content without any special effort. Fourth is mobile optimization. So in mobile internet, users have surpassed their desktop, laptop, and continue to grow, and hence website need to mobile friendly. So HTML5 is the most mobile ready tool and allow us to build websites and app for various mobile devices. Fifth is the cross browser compatibility. This is the in cross-browser compatible. In the multi-browser world, website need to the cross-browser compatible, and this has been a core idea behind the HTML5 doc type. It supports all major browsers in the world, including Google, Chrome, IE, Firefox, Safari, etc. And the other is audio video support. So using audio and video element in the past meant using the Flash player or other third party media player, which made these elements accessible to only a few who had these player installed. One of the major advantage of HTML5 is that it has introduced many new elements, with audio and video being the most popular, allowing you to add multimedia elements to the site without any hiccup. And the seventh is geolocation. So catering a customized version of a website in the order of the day. HTML5 geolocation API allows you to detect the location of a user and cater content which are specific to them. These features would, however, require a user's consent to identify his or her location, but makes the web browsing much more easy and specific for the user. Integrating interface. Better interaction result is better marketing and more sales for business. With HTML5, you would make the website more engaging. So the new drawing element allows us to achieve animation and other features that keep the user engaged in our website. It allows us to create rich internet application that improve the penetration and conversation for your website. And and it also support the game development. So the popularity and marketability of two games among internet user. Games can now be developed on HTML5, seeing the canvas tag. This is the most popular tag nowadays, canvas tag. Unlike your old school Flash games, these are much more interesting and easy to develop. And the last one is improved storage. In HTML5, you would enjoy improved storage features, which is a perfect symmetry between cookie style storage and client side database. It is better in terms of security and also allows storage simultaneously. So these are the advantages of HTML5. Let's look further with the features of HTML5. So we all know that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And before starting the features, I just wanted to tell you that if you don't subscribe my channel, please subscribe it and share it more and more with your friends. So, and HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages and web applications. HTML5 is the fifth version of HTML with invent of features in HTML5. It's not only possible to create better website, but we can also create dynamic website. So first feature is audio and video tag. So audio video tag are the two major addition to HTML5. It allows developer to embed a video and audio on his or her website. So HTML5 video can use CSS and CSS3 to style the video tag. We can change the border, opacity, reflections, gradients, transition, transformation, and even animations of the video. But HTML5 also makes adding video super fast and without having to build a video player. This saves time for developer and offers the client a superior and more affordable solution. As we can see on the screen, there is a code. There is a video tag and also audio tag. This is just an example through which you also can add video and audio in your website. The output of the UI will be just simple video button on your page. So let's move further to the second feature. It's a vector graphic. So the next is vector graphics. This is a new addition to the revised version which has hugely impacted the use of Adobe Flash in websites. It can be used to draw graphics with various shapes and color via scripting, usually JavaScript. Vector graphics are scalable, easy to create and edit. It also supports interactivity and animation. Having a small file size makes transferring and loading graphics much faster on the web. That's the reason why many people prefer to use vector graphic. As you can see on the screen, there is a small code, HTML code of the vector graphic. So if you run this code in your project, you will see some output of the vector output, and the other is header and footer. So with these new tags, there are no longer a need to identify the two elements with a div tag. Footer is placed at the end of the web page while header is placed at the start of the web page. By using header and footer tag HTML5 elements, the browser will know what to load first and what to load later. It is a very good tag in the HTML5. The header can contain one or more heading elements like h1 tag to h6 and logo or icon, authorship information also. Footer can contain authorship information, copyright information, contact information, and back to top links. They both have same default CSS property. There is also a code of header and footer. You can see on the code I mentioned doctype HTML. After that HTML tag, head tag. There is a title tag, body, article. In article I added the header. There is H1 and H4. So this is the heading and this is the subheading. After that p tag, after that header is closed, article body HTML. So the output will be like this, you can see on the screen. So after seeing the header and footer, there are there is other feature is figure and fig caption. So HTML allows us So the HTML allows the figure tag to add self-contained content like illustration, diagram, photo, or codes listing in a document. It is related to main flow, but it can be used in any position of a document, and the figures goes with the flow of the document, and if remove it, then it should not affect the flow of the document. As you can see, there is an example. So the attributes of the figure tag is it contains mostly two tags which are listed below: image source and fig caption. Image source is the this tag is used to add image source in the document, and fig caption is used to set the caption in the image. And the other is fig caption tag. So the fig caption tag in HTML is used to set a caption to the figure element in the document. This tag is new in HTML5. This feature is new. The syntax you can see in the example. There's a fig caption, figure caption. Like this, we write the fig caption tag. After that, there is a navigation tag. There is a nav tag. So the nav tag is used for declaring the navigational section in HTML documents. Websites typically have sections dedicated to navigational links, which enables users to navigate the site. These links can be placed inside a nav tag. Or you can say the nav element represent a section of the page whose purpose is to provide navigational link either in the current document or to the another document. The link in the nav element may point to other web pages or different section of the same page. It is a semantic element. Common example of nav element are minus are table, content, and indexes. The nav tag is reserved for primary navigation areas like main menu across the top of the page or section. A document may have several nav elements, for example, site navigation or one for intra-page navigation. Links within nav tag can be codes within a UL list, means another list, or simply code as a separate links without an UL element. These elements make it much easier to create a navigational menu, creates a neat horizontal menu of text link, and helps screen reading software to correctly identify primary navigation areas in the document. Syntax is navigation link and then closing tag. We can see the example on the screen. So the next is progress tag. It is used to represent the progress of a task. It is also defined how much work is done and how much is left to downloading a thing. It is not used to represent a disk space or relevant query. Syntax is progress attributes or progress closing tag. So the attributes, the progress tag consists two attributes which are max and value. Max represent the total value is to be done for completing a task, and value represent the amount of work are already completed. So point to be here noted is this tag is used in conjunction with JavaScript to display the progress of a task. It is not used for watching purpose. So you can see the example on the screen, and the support this tag is supported by the browser is Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Opera, Safari. So the next is HTML placeholder attribute. The placeholder attribute specifies a shorthand describes the expected value of an input field or text area. The shorthand is displayed in the field before the user enters a value. Syntax of this is element placeholder equals to whatever value you want to place here. And the elements, this method can have two attributes, input or text area tag. Attribute for each of the above element is placeholder. You can see on the example there is a code, there I use as a placeholder my first name last name. So when the output will come, it will show like the uh, when you write the text area, it will come up on the screen that what the value you have to write it down on that area. You can see also the output on the screen. So the text area is supported by the Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Opera, Safari, etc. The next is email attribute. When the input type in the form sets an email, then the browser gets the instruction from the code to write a valid format email. The input email ID is automatically validated to check the format of the email ID is correct or not. You can see the example on the screen, and the output is also shown on the screen. Other is the storage and the ease of use. Storage, in this case of HTML, we can use the browser as a temporary storage, whereas in the case of HTML5, application cache, web SQL database, and web storage is used. 10th is the ease of use. While HTML5 does have risks like constant updates, it is generally easy to keep up with the changes and updates because of simpler syntax as compared to other version of HTML. There are a lot more tags and functionalities added in HTML5. Some common tags are nav, aside, section, summary, article, meter, and many more. And there's also one more tag is canvas tag. So HTML5 element canvas gives us an easy and powerful way to draw graphic using the JavaScript. It can be used to draw graphs, make a photo composition, or do simple animation. You can see on the screen here the simple canvas element which has only two specific attributes, width and height, plus all the core attribute HTML5 like ID, name, class, etc. We can easily find that canvas element in the DOM using getElementById method as follows. You can see on the screen there is a variable canvas equals to document.getElementById is my canvas. HTML5 canvas examples are drawing rectangle, drawing paths, drawing lines, wizards, quadratic images, colors, styles and colors, text and fonts, and many more. This is a new feature in HTML5. If you want, I can also make a separate video for detailed about the canvas tag. So these all are the features of HTML5. Hope you like the video. If you don't subscribe, then please subscribe the video, and if you already subscribed, then share it with your friends and be updated with the channel. We will come with lots of educational content for you all. Thank you. So this video is all about the HTML5 features like new input type, canvas, SVG, audio, video, web storage, application cache, web worker, SSE, geolocation, drag and drop. If I miss something, then comment below. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. See you on next video.